This topic of seeing God or the existence of God is an important one. And I'm so glad we're taking a few minutes to discuss this topic. I would like to elevate this a little bit ahead in the sense, instead of looking at God, or as I say in a humorous way, the giver on demand, G-O-D, instead of saying, can I prove or can we prove the existence of that giver on demand, let's look at it more from, can we actually validate and prove the existence of divinity or the supreme, as we discussed in one of our earlier videos? Now, divinity is an experiential aspect. The supreme, as we discussed, divinity, as we discussed, is an experiential aspect. Divinity is all there is with the characteristics and the attributes. So when you experience the characteristics and the attributes, you are actually then experiencing the existence of divinity. It's like going into a rose garden and feeling and smelling the fragrance of the roses. Your experience of that fragrance is your experience. Somebody else's experience is their own experience. It's very hard for you to describe or even prove to the other individual what your experience is when you have that fragrance of the rose. You may do your best to describe in words, but at the end of the day, the emotions and the feelings and everything is your own internal reflection, is your own inner experience, which is precisely why when we talk about divinity, we often refer to this inner experience. It's the world out there. You perceive the world through your senses, both the physical senses and the subtle senses, and you perceive it, and then you have an inner experience of it. That is how you would experience divinity in that sense. Now, in the Gita, Krishna talks a lot about it, talks a lot about the energies that create this experience. Krishna talks about giving us examples, particularly in chapter 10, on different examples and different nuances of this experience. As an example, Krishna says, look, divinity is in the taste of water. Yes, it is in water as a physical form, but it is in the taste of water. It is in the syllables of a song. It is the tune of the song. And Krishna doesn't just stop there. Krishna goes and says, it's not just about all the good things in life. It's not all the virtues. Even the vices are part of that divine characteristic and those attributes of divinity. And all of these vices and virtues are on that substratum layer or the foundational layer that I was referring to again in one of my earlier videos and called it dravya, the substance. All these experiences occur on that substratum layer. It's like a movie being projected on that screen. It's that screen, that substratum layer where all these experiences are happening. And in many ways, you could say that substratum, that screen is consciousness. So what you perceive, what you see, how you feel it is the experience, and those characteristics are the experiences of divinity or the supreme. The whole concept of mindfulness is exactly tailored towards that, towards this topic. When you're mindful in drinking a glass of water or a cup of water, when you feel the taste by being mindful, when you look at the crystal clear color of water there, you are experiencing that taste, the feel, the look of it. And you're going behind what is visible to you right away there. And that is the existence. That is the experience of divinity over there. It's like current electricity flowing in a wire that can light up different lighting fixtures. It can power your air conditioner. It can power your refrigerator, everything. But the fundamental core of that is the electricity that is flowing. Now, can you see that electricity, or can you experience that electricity? I bet the answer is the latter. You can experience that electricity. How do you experience that electricity? Through those objects connected to that charge, or through some measurements that you can make of the charge. But it is that electricity that is divinity, that is demonstrating its characteristics through the various physical devices. So, in a nutshell, the existence of supreme, the existence of divinity is proved by an experience versus actually a physical existence, again, of someone sitting somewhere high in a chair, or someone out there sitting there and being the giver on demand. It is through these characteristics that you prove it.